Okay, now I've got an echo. Let's, I know what it is on that. Okay, nope. I thought I'd already. Okay, so is that better? Or does it still have an echo? Okay. So, we might have to switch off of the second camera anyway if there is still an echo. Hi, Tita. Hi, Beth. Hi, Margie. So glad to see all of y'all here. Nope. Why did I just do that? I think I need to set up some Bluetooth to this one just and set it somewhere else. Good morning, Granny. How are you? Okay, so I'm hoping that y'all can't hear that echo. I know that I can. So if it's bothering you, let me know and I will just switch strictly to the other camera and I'll take this one out. But anyway, what we have, first thing I'm going to do is show y'all some progress on what I've gotten done on the mystery painting and the cat painting. So let me go to my gallery here. Okay, good. I can hear an echo in here, but I was hoping that y'all couldn't. Close that out. So, but okay. So hopefully y'all can see this okay. Right here is the cat. That's what I've gotten done so far. I love the way that this one looks. It's turning out really, really pretty. And then this one, I turn it and it turns sideways on me. But that's up at the top of the mystery painting. And that's all I've gotten done on it so far. So I'm really happy with these so far. And then, of course, we got the unicorn family that I'm working on. I'm going to put this over here. And then we're going to switch these around so you can see that. And then, if I can get it, this is what I have done so far on Unicorn Family. So I've got almost 2 rows done on it. Got to turn my lightpad back on, otherwise I won't be able to work on it. Okay, Tita. But anyway, how is everyone doing today? So glad that everyone's here. Right now, I'm working on color 333. This really pretty purple. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do next time is just set up a Bluetooth headset to this and take it in the other room. That way I won't hear the echo either. But okay, I did not get to do my unboxing this week. I'm going to try to get it recorded on Tuesday and get that out. It's not a very big one. It's only 3 items, and 2 of them are not even diamond painting related. Thank you, Granny. But you know what? I didn't even close that door in there. If y'all hear the TV from the other room, let me know and I will go close that door. We have our very own color teller today. I love it. I love knowing the colors and stuff. I just can't look them up right now. Has anybody else seen these at Dollar Tree? I know they've been there for a while. They're just little pencil holders, pen holders. I love these things for my diamond painting stuff. I've got 6 of them sitting over here on the side of the desk. And they work great for the diamond painting pens and everything. Morning, Wendy. I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. We've got a new name for Granny. Let me switch it so you can see it bigger. They are just these little pencil holders. They've got 4 spots on them, and then the top one, you just put your pens and pencils in there. I absolutely love these. I'm thinking about gluing all of these over here together and then getting some more to put in my other room so I can have one of these in the other room as well. I keep taking this one back, half of them back and forth. And that isn't even all my pens that I've got in here. I've got a lot more that I need to put in there. They are slanted. The top one is just slightly, so a lot of times I just put something like wax in the very top part up here. And then the rest of them are good for pens. And then the bottom one is kind of flatter too. So let me see. Oops, I just messed them up. Like this is the one that I use most of the time. I've got all my stuff in here. I put this little tin of wax that my daughter gave me a while back in the very bottom, but the rest of them are slanted to hold the pins. I absolutely love these. I'm thinking about gluing them together. They've had them for a while. Whenever they first came out, they had some smaller ones that were designed like plaid and stuff. I've got a couple of those too, but I don't use those as often. But I really do like them. And you definitely can't beat the price. But I'm going to put down just a few drills so I can say that I did. I was going to do a WIP and chat yesterday, but I just didn't have time. Like I said, we're working on Remy with her potty training, and she did really, really well yesterday. So I was so proud of her. She didn't have an accident all day. So we're making a lot of progress there. But Yeah, and I gotta go to work later today, unfortunately. I really don't want to. Well, I could look at my little sheet right here and say the color numbers, but no, I think that this is turning out really pretty. Hold on a second. I'm going to go close that door real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I know Josh will be coming home soon, and I don't. My allergies are driving me crazy today. I know, and she has been really, really difficult because of some medical issues that she's had, but we're finally getting there. And I will be so happy whenever it's completely done. But I will have to say, her mama was one that was really hard to potty train as well. But she was my first, and I probably didn't know what I was doing at that point. I'm going to try to multi-place here, but I've got this Diamond Art Club 4-placer, and for square drills, I don't really like it as well. It works okay for round drills. And plus, I need to replace the wax in it, I think. Oh well. Hello, Melanie. That's quite all right. You're very much welcome here at any time. We all do that. But I'm working on Unicorn Family. I did show the other two paintings that I'm working on. Since I'll go ahead and show you what I've gotten done on the mystery painting so far. It's turning out pretty good. And then also my little kitty cat from Temu. Margie. I try to make sure I love these, and I was sitting here diamond painting waiting until time. I didn't want to start too early. I love that kitty one, and it's just a budget one from Temu. It's turning out really well. Okay. What? Okay, Tita. I haven't actually looked that one up yet, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna do the whole painting. Like I said, I don't look up the ones that I have. Sometimes I'll look up the ones that I don't have, which, like I said, there are some Ann Stokes ones that I really like, but I've only got one of hers in the mystery painting. I don't. I like the fact that it has that border on it. I don't know if it'll. I don't think it goes all the way around, but it's very pretty. Um, I've worked on 3 Diamond Art Club mystery ones and then a couple, well, about 3 of the budget ones as well. Mainly 2 of them were from Cat Eared. And I really liked the way that they turned out as well. One was a tiger, and what was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was. But the tiger one really turned out well. I think Becky Sloan did the same mystery painting that I did, and it turned out really, really good. Oh, the other one was some eagles flying. And unfortunately on that one, I did run out of some drills but it was in the moon, so I kind of just took some of the other colors and it looks okay. I don't know what that is. I think they might be doing something out in the field behind the house. That sounded pretty close. That would be fun. The only problem with the budget ones is they don't tell you what they are, so it's possible that you wouldn't be getting the same one. Now, Diamond Art Club, you would get the same one. Okay. But last night, the only thing that I did after Josh got home from work is I did cook dinner. I couldn't decide whether I was going to cook chicken legs or if I was going to cook a pork loin. We ended up going with the pork loin, and I ate so much I was miserable. So I just sat there and diamond painted for the rest of the night. I can't afford too many of them anymore. I have quite a bit of Diamond Art Club, but I've only probably bought 2 in the last year. So I've cut way down on those, and right now I'm trying not to buy anything at all. I've got to pay some bills that have came up, so. But it'll all be okay. I've got plenty to work on. Yeah, I have to cut way back for a while, but it'll be okay. I just really want to go camping here pretty soon, and I'm thinking if I ever get 2 days off from watching the kids in a row, I might go to the free campground for a night. Just stay there one night. Just a little bit of peace and quiet. And right now it's not too hot, it's not too cold. I have I think it's 2 Chuck Pensons. One of them is the one that me and Granny are going to be doing in July, which I've got it sitting down here. It is, you can see that I forgot to switch the camera over, but that's okay. And this was at Hobby Lobby for 40% off too. But it's Hope Runs Deep, It's of a town around Christmas time, and it's only a 42.6 centimeter by 58.8, so it's not very big, and it's a round. But that'll be the one that we will be doing in July. If any of y'all are welcome to diamond paint along with us, I'm sure, aren't they, Granny? Well, looking forward to having you work on it with us, Beth. But I've got another painting that I'm going to do after the cat, I think. I just got it. But since it is the year of the dragon, I did get it, and I haven't unboxed it yet. But it's in there on my table, and I'll be showing it next week. But it is a dragon from Temu, so I'll probably be doing that one as soon as I finish the cat one. That's great, Tita. I'm going to echo Granny's words. I'm going to echo Granny's words of the more the merrier. That's perfect. That's quite all right, Beth. We are more than happy to have you along. But I was going to tell y'all something, and it completely just went out of my mind. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. That just happens with me. That sounds good to me, Granny. I do have my coffee, but my tablet was a little low on battery, so I had to plug it in so I could use it. And I had to unplug my mug warmer, so my coffee got cold. I'll have to heat it up after the live to finish my coffee. But I went to pull out my tablet and it had like 1% on it. I was like, oh no, I can't use it. My mom likes to call while I'm on my lives, and I'm afraid one day that it's going to disconnect my live. But that's okay. I always call her back after we finish. She always calls me to wish me a good day at work. Okay, Granny. We'll see you in a minute. So I went by to see her yesterday, and I always take her a treat whenever I go. So yesterday, she wanted some Carmex, so I went and got that first, and then I went to McDonald's and got her a caramel frappe, and then I got 3 of the chocolate chip cookies, and we shared those. And I timed it just right because she had just finished eating dinner. So she was happy to get her frappe and her chocolate chip cookies. But, and then she asked me where her candy was. I forgot to get her mints. So I'll definitely have to bring her some mints sometime next week. She likes to have some type of hard candy or something to munch on through the week. But she was in pretty good spirits. She does have the bladder infection again, but the antibiotics are taking care of it. So she's doing a lot better. At least they caught it early, so she's not going to end up in the hospital again. Which I worry about that quite a bit now, because that last time was terrible. Whenever the first time that she was in the hospital, that really, really scared me. But now, as soon as I get off this live, I'm going to think of what it was that I wanted to tell y'all. I cannot remember for the life of me. McDonald's has really good chocolate chip cookies, especially if you tell them to cook them fresh. They only take 2 minutes to bake. So even if you have to wait on them, it's not long at all. I worked at McDonald's for about 3 years. And a lot of people would come in and order them fresh. I like their coffee too. That's about the only thing that I get from there now. I'll get coffee and cookies. I used to get the lattes from there and the iced coffees, but I do not. I think they changed their vanilla and it doesn't taste as well anymore. And it could be just they might have changed the way that they make it, but the last few times I've gotten it, I really don't care for their vanilla. Caramel, the thing with caramel is I love caramel in anything except coffee. I love caramel sundaes, almost anything else with caramel, but I don't like caramel in coffee. And I love coffee. You know, that is a really good idea. I'm going to have to try that out. What temperature do you bake them on in the air fryer? Because I use my air fryer all the time, especially for the kids after school and they want their afternoon snack. I have to keep corn dogs around constantly. They'll either eat corn dogs or those frozen burritos. Hi, Dominana. How are you? Welcome. So glad you could stop by. Yep, I will say I like coffee in almost everything, though. I love coffee ice cream, even though I don't buy it that often. But no, I try to keep a lot of frozen stuff here just to put in the air fryer so they can have a quick snack after school. If it was up to them, they would have 2 or 3 of them every time. Well, Melanie, I'm definitely going to have to try that. I got to remember to put cookie dough on my next shopping trip. I might try to get that little tub of it. Well, I'll just get a roll to first try it out, and then the next time I'll probably get the tub. But I think the kids would love that after school, having fresh cookies every time. I think Josh would like it too. What was it I bought the other day? I think it was it was Grand cinnamon sticks. Hi, January. How are you doing today? and they went in the air fryer, and you cooked them for like 4 minutes and then flipped them and cooked them for another 2 and then drizzled the icing on them. Those were really good. I ended up baking them, and then the kids came in because Courtney uses my van to take them to school, so she brings them down here, and they got their breakfast of cinnamon sticks before school. But they were really good. And Josh really doesn't care for using the air fryer much, but I use it to cook a lot of things. We have 13 people in here. I think that is the most that I've ever had in one of my lives. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I may try that. I'll have to look up a recipe to make my own cookie dough. I know I'm terrible at that. I've got to go by recipes at least for the first few times. I love to bake, but it's always been like box mixes and stuff. I haven't really baked too many things from scratch. Now, my Aunt Valeta, which is who I was named after, you would go into her house around Christmas time and she would have all kinds. Every counter in her house had pies, cookies, candy, everything. She used to bake all the time, and she would sell her stuff around Christmas. And it was like a month before Christmas, you would walk into her house and there wouldn't be a spot to set anything for all the stuff that she was baking. I loved going to her house around that time because there was always leftovers. She would have 2 or 3 cookies that wouldn't fit in there. Thank you so much. That would be great, Tita. I would love that. I will definitely give it a try. But that's the one thing I did not. And my aunt, also speaking of her, she passed away whenever I was 12 or 13, I believe. Anyway, she would, up until I was like 10 years old, she actually made all of my clothes. She would sew all of them. Well, I showed the progress on the paintings that I'm working on besides this one, which I never zoomed it back in, so you can still see this one. I'll put it over here real quick. This is how far I've gotten on this one. But I've almost got 2 full rows done on it. I really need to be working on this more, but in the mornings it's so cold in this room, and then in the afternoons it gets really warm. So, but then let me switch this back around and I'll show you the other 2 paintings that I've got going. Okay, so that's the cat one that I'm working on. I've got it almost halfway done. And then that is what I've gotten done on that's the top of it. Doesn't matter if I turn my phone, it's going to switch the picture, but that's the top of the mystery painting that I started. Y'all are going to make me add all of this stuff to my shopping list next time, and I'm going to have all kinds of sweets. You know what, Melanie? I think that is the same type that my daughter made for Christmas. I think that cake mix and the oil and eggs, I think she made those cookies at Christmas. I I have to have different paintings to work on. My only problem is I haven't done one of my coasters in like a week. So I'll have to throw in one of those coasters here pretty soon too. Yes, I'm going to have to try to make all of these. I might have to ask y'all again for them, but I'm going to Google the cookies on and try to find some that way too. But they are all turning out really well. I'm getting to where I really like the bigger paintings, the 40 by 70s and stuff in the Temu paintings. And I've looked on Amazon, but I can't find those size paintings on there, not very often anyway. Yeah, I there are times that I do that. I'm working on different ones, and then there's ones that I'm just enjoying so much. I'll finish it before I start working on the other ones again. But I do try to always go back to the other ones unless it's one that I'm having troubles with. Like the Amber Starlight. The Amber Starlight that I did. And I don't know why I put that one away. I don't know if it was just that I don't know if it was just the that I wasn't feeling working on that one at the time or if I was having some issues with it, but I put that one away for almost a year. And then I pulled it back out a few months ago and finished it. And other than the black drills on it, they were not fitting really close. And then there was a few spots that weren't too sticky. But other than that, I didn't have any problems with it at all. Uh, Melanie, you're finally down to your last and only WIP. I know a lot of people who do not like doing more than one at a time, so I completely understand. I love the 40 by 70s. And the last one that I showed of the penguins, it was a 50 by 100. Right now, I do not have any more Temu paintings coming. I don't have any more Temu orders right now. But I still have one to unbox, but it only has one diamond painting in it. The rest of it is just stuff that I needed. I can completely understand that. There are some that, like this Little Helpers, I really enjoyed working on it, but I was so happy to get that one done. I was just really happy to get that one done so I could start on another one. Because with my bigger paintings, right now I've got the two bigger paintings going, but then the cat is one of the bigger paintings, but it's a round, so it doesn't take me nearly as long to work on it, and it goes by pretty quick. So until I get one of these done, the unicorn family or the mystery one, I won't start on another bigger square painting. That would end up being too much for me. I would never create a monster January. I love working on my bigger paintings though. But I've got so many of the 30 by 40s, I've got to get some of those done too. I've seen that one, and I think that that one's beautiful, but I don't think that I'll ever do it. I would never want to work on that one because of all the 310. I thought that I was going to have trouble doing Captain Fairy because it had so much 310 and 939 in it, but there was enough blues, variations of the color and the rest of it, and I went through it pretty quickly. I think that that is the one that I've had the most of the 939 in. It's my Captain Fairy one. It that one actually didn't have a whole lot of black. I am going to end up eventually one day getting the dessert cups. I've actually thought about trying to get those in cross stitch instead, just so I have a variety. Yes, the beach vacation is coming along pretty. I love that one. I can be the same way. I love confetti in a painting. And I do have some that have a lot of color blocking, but I do switch back and forth quite a bit whenever I start getting bored on them. I cannot wait to see the. I cannot wait to see them. Okay, what did I miss? Oh, the I didn't miss it. It was the 28 big bags of 310. I could not do that. The one that I just kitted up, I think had, what was it, 6 bags? That's enough for me. Yeah, I think that I'm going to try to get those in cross stitch as well. The dessert cups, but I want to start with the ones for March. I may be able to find them on Etsy to where I can just download the PDF and put it on my pattern keeper. I might try to look that up. I bought something a couple of months ago. It was a bunch of little mini cross stitches that were on PDF, and as they added more to it, you would have access to it, and it was $30. And I bought that instead of buying like a paint gym one. I'm going to try to do one off camera before I do one on camera. So I can try to do one of the converting it, but it's just little mini paintings. I completely agree. That one, I really need to get a pill crusher because on the mystery painting that I'm doing, the 939, which is the same ones that I had problem with in Captain Fairy, the 939s are all stuck together. So I need to get a pill crusher so I can start getting those unstuck. A little bit easier. I had plenty of drills in Captain Fairy, so I didn't have to left over. I didn't have to worry any about it, but I'm hoping that it's not the whole thing of those. I don't know why it's always the darker colors that have the problems with the bad drills. January, I don't blame you. Just just work on a little tiny square of the background and then work on your truck part of it for a little bit. I have tried that, um, but the last ones, they were really stuck together and they wouldn't separate that way. That's the way, and I even put some of them, what I ended up doing with a lot of them is I put them in a one of my round storage bottles. I have some that are bigger. They're actually meant for nickel storage, but they're like the round bottles. And I put one of those in there and put a coin in there and then shook it, and that's how I got a lot of them unstuck. But it still didn't work as well. I'm trying to put a drill on there, and I already had the drill on it. That's what happens whenever I'm trying to chat and diamond paint. That works too, January. That definitely works too. Eventually, you'll get through all of that color blocking. But the mystery painting actually, and I don't think I showed it to y'all while I will try that. I've got plenty of pill bottles around here from my blood pressure pills. I saved those, so I will try that also. Um, what was I saying? Today things are just going right out of my head. Um, what was it? I cannot remember. But oh, now I remember. Whenever I was kitting up the mystery painting, there was one of the colors in that. It's like a gray AB. It's like between a gray and a, it's not completely gray, but it's like between a gray and a tan. And it is actually really pretty, and there is a lot of that AB. Uh, a lot of mine went to Temu and Amazon here recently, but I and the thing is, I barely have any coins around here. Most of the coins I have a Coca-Cola bank that sits by my bed, and I throw all of the change in there. I find change in the laundry every time I do it. It's the only good thing about doing laundry. I absolutely hate putting away laundry. I try to get Granny to come and do it for me, but she told me I had too much. I told her she could come and fold up and put away all of my laundry. Thanks so much for stopping by, Tita. So glad that you came by. You're not doing your um, thrifting today? That January. That's probably a good idea. I'm sure all the grandkids would drive you crazy, Granny. There's times that it just drives me up the wall. I've got to get their room finished, which we're fixing to get rid of the mattress tomorrow that's in there that we've got stored in there so I can start cleaning up that room. But maybe once I get that room set up in there for them, my living room will have peace and quiet again. I will say Josh does help with it, but he does all of the outside work, like the mowing and all that. So, but he does help with it. He helps with the cooking too. Yeah, Remy's really into telling jokes right now, but the bad thing is the only one that she tells is is how did the chicken cross the road? And she likes to ask Alexa to tell jokes too. But my phone is going crazy. Hold on just a second. Not trying to interrupt this. Oh, I have a whip and chat to watch while I'm at work today. I will have to try that one with her. Oh, I guess my brother ordered something on Amazon. That's what the notification was. Okay. Yeah, I'll be able to listen to the WIP and chats while I'm at work. I will definitely have to listen, or I'll definitely have to tell her that. Okay, Josh is home because he's back in the trailer into the backyard with the lawnmower. I guess he went ahead and finished his mom's lawn over there while he was out today. My goodness, it's already been an hour. I cannot believe that. We have been on here for 57 minutes. We'll go ahead and stay for the last 3, and then we'll go ahead and go because I've got to get ready for work at that point. Well, that's good. I always love getting packages in the mail. It just it brings a smile to your face. I love it whenever I get one of my orders in. So true, Melanie and Granny. I will be watching it while I'm at work. Unfortunately, I can't comment a whole lot while I'm there unless I'm on break, but I will watch them. On the weekends, I know I don't leave comments on a lot of y'all's videos, but that's the reason why. So I'm going to go ahead and let everyone go. I hope everyone has a good day. Everyone take care. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. There was at one point I had 13 people in here today. That is just amazing. I love it. I love these. I love these lives. Everyone take care, and I will see y'all in the next live. And hopefully, I'll get some whipping chats up this week. Bye.